We love Star Wars, really, why wouldn't we? Today we're going to be ranking our top 5 favorite droids. Droids play a huge part in the Star Wars universe, and there are a lot of them. So picking 5 wasn't easy, but here we go. Our top 5 favorite droids before the new trilogy. Starting off the list at number 5 is C-3PO. Sure, he can be annoying at times, but he plays a huge part in the universe. And as he's told us a million times, he is fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. And he was made by none other than little Annie himself. Plus, the Ewoks love and worship him as their god. Now, number 4 took some digging, but it is none other than IG-88. IG-88 is of course an IG model droid. Their main function was as a bodyguard and an assassin. IG-88 turned bounty hunter after the Clone Wars, mainly because of the fear many people had of droids after the Clone Wars. And assassin droids were far more terrifying than battle droids. IG-88 even appears in the original trilogy in The Empire Strikes Back, answering the call to help collect the bounty on Han Solo. Number 3 could easily change once The Force Awakens comes out, mainly because we don't know anything about him yet. You haven't guessed it, it's BB-8. We've all seen him rolling around the desert in the trailers, and he's capturing everyone's heart. What we do know about him is that he's Poe's astromech droid, and he's basically the R2-D2 of Poe's X-Wing, which, if you haven't seen yet, looks amazing. But wouldn't it be funny if BB-8 turned out to be a really bad guy? All these little kids going out and buying stuff about him, they would just cry. Now I'm gonna throw you a curveball and make number 2 the infamous R2-D2. I know, he should have been number 1 and it was a hard choice, but we decided to place him at number 2. R2-D2 is an astromech droid as well, and he's been an astromech droid for Anakin Skywalker in the prequels and Luke Skywalker in the original trilogies. R2-D2 also held the plans to the Death Star at the start of New Hope. Princess Leia gives them to him and records the famous message, "Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope." And number 1 is R2-A6. He's my droid in the game Star Wars Uprising. Okay, this one really doesn't count, and isn't our real number 1, but he is an amazing collector droid. Our real number 1 is the little scrap heap from Star Wars Rebels, Chopper. Chopper is a great character and we just love him. He's another astromech droid, but he's a part of the C1 series. What makes him our number 1 though? Many things, but one of them being his hate towards other astromech droids. We see him and R2-D2 in one of the episodes, as well as him pushing Imperial droids down the sewer pipes. Chopper loves to joke around rather than do his job, and he's constantly pulling pranks on Ezra and Zeb. We called him the little scrap heap because that's what he really is. He's almost made entirely out of replacement parts. But when the job is serious, Chopper gets it done most of the time, like finding Kanan's location after he was captured, or sending out the rebels' message by hacking into the Imperial Communications Tower. He will get the job done. And those are our top 5 droids in the Star Wars universe. How closely does ours match yours? Did some of your favorites not make the list? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know, what's the name of your droid in Star Wars Uprising?